Welcome everybody back to my channel. I am Michael, your host. If this is your first time to my channel, welcome. I really wasn't going to do a second video today. I just really didn't feel the need to. So I'm laying down and I'm scanning through everybody's favorite social justice place, Twitter, and I kept coming across these tweets about a transgender person and their video that's going viral and all this stuff, and talking about, should you disclose your transgender status? Okay. Apparently this is a hot topic for most people. I really don't see the problem in it. In my opinion, should you disclose your transgender status to your partner beforehand? Yes. How do you think that person's going to react if he's talking to somebody, chatting it up, everything's going good, they're digging each other, and then, hey, let's go on a date. Okay. Well, they decide to go on the date, everything's going good, they're getting a little touchy-feely, there's been some hand-holding, maybe a little kiss now and then, perfectly innocent. But then they go back, let's say, to his place. Okay, they're going to get a little freaky-deaky going on. The time's right. How do you think that guy's going to react when they start messing around? He knows nothing. All he knows is he's got this very attractive, very sexually pleasing female in front of him, and she's doing stuff with him and everything, and then she completely disrobes and out pops some wedding tackle. How do you think a normal heterosexual male is going to react? Okay, there could be there could be anything. It could be a minor freak out, just from the initial shock. It could be that man assaulting the transgender person, all the way up to murder. There are people out there that are jacked up in the brain pan, and they will kill you. In fact, I heard a story about a Marine that killed a trans person that he had been with sexually, and he had no idea, and then one thing led to another, and then he finds out the truth, and he ended up killing this person. So should you disclose that little bit of information to somebody? Yeah, I think you should, because nowadays you got the transgender community all up in arms about attacks on transgender people, transgender people getting attacked walking down the street, getting attacked in relationships, and violence against the trans community. Well, you want to know something there, Skippy? That's why you're not telling somebody that you're trans. Okay? I mean, for a female to male, it's not going to be such a big deal. I don't think, because women, unfortunately, are a little bit more understanding. That, they're going to have a little bit of shock and be like, oh, well, I'm sorry, that's not what I'm into. I don't like that, But you get any normal heterosexual male in that situation. I know me personally. Now, I'm pretty open-minded, okay? If I was out on a date with a transgender person, okay, and I didn't know they were transgender, because there's a few out there that I didn't know were trans. I'm going to admit it. Okay, such as the person of these, attacks on Twitter, Blair White. I had no idea that woman was a transgendered woman until I watched her videos and kept hearing her say that she's trans, and I was like, no, she's not trans. She is. Okay, So if I was out with somebody and, they presented as a female, I had no idea, and then we get back to their place or whatever, and, things get a little hot and heavy, and everything comes off, and then I realize the truth, like, whoa, what? You should, the first thing out of my mouth is going to be, you should have told me. Okay? But like I said, I am a reasonable human being. I'm not like some of these other yahoos out there that are just going to flip out and get all up in your face and probably beat you to death or kill you, So, do you want to stop the attacks on transgender people? Let them know you're transgender. Let them know you got a dick, a penis, a penis, a pecker, wedding tackle, twig and berries. Let them know you got that. Okay? And you know what? If you start, and you know what? Do that before any type of meetup, before any type of adult relations. Let them know beforehand. You can text, you can talk, you can FaceTime, you can Duo, you can Snapchat. You got 1,000 ways to communicate with this person. Tell them, hey, before we meet up, I know we have a date tonight, but you know what? Before we meet up, I need to tell you something. I need to get it out to you now before we meet. I'm transgender. I am male to female transgender, or I'm a female to male transgender person. And wait for their response. If they're like, okay, thank you for telling me. I think that we're going to have to cancel our date because I'm not into that. Okay, fine. Tragedy avoided. If they say, okay, cool, thank you for telling me, are we still good to meet up tonight? Then okay, good to go. And guess what? We've averted a tragedy. We've averted a transgender person getting killed or assaulted or something, or even raped. You can stop the violence against the trans community by just disclosing that information. Now, if you've not seen my other channel, Michael's Ministries, okay, I urge you to go to that channel and scroll down to some of my first videos. There is a video down there about me being transgender. Okay. I was technically a cross-dresser, but I did have inclinations and thoughts of starting hormone therapy and all of that to transition into a woman, which obviously I didn't, you can tell. So I do have a little bit of experience with this, okay? There have been instances where I have been out and I was, presenting as female, and I have had, guys come up to me and hit on me. Surprise, surprise. I make an ugly woman. But I have had men come up and hit on me and, try to get into my knickers. And one of the first things I tell them is, well, I'm not a woman. I'm a man presenting as a female. Luckily for me, those situations ended well. They ended with, oh, well, I didn't know. Okay, well, thank you. I'm just going to go. I'm not into that. Okay? And then there have been times where the guy's like, really? That's awesome. I love that. And then it's like, okay, well, I'm not gay. I don't mess around with men. And I had to kindly reject their advances. And, there have been times when the guy got belligerent, and, stuff like that, calling me names and everything. But then there have been times where it's been like, well, okay, okay, no problem. So, just from my experience, that little bit of foreknowledge to the other person has helped me avoid situations where I could have been hurt. Okay? So my best advice to the transgender community, just tell them. Just tell them beforehand, before you meet up, hey, I'm trans. Is that cool? That's all you got to do. Tragedy averted. Okay. So anyway, that's what I got for this video. This was just a spur of the moment thing. Anyway, if this is your first time to my channel, I welcome you, and I would like to ask you to hit the subscribe button and tap the bell icon, turn on notifications so you get notified when I do new videos. Give this video a thumbs up and leave your comments and questions below. Also, I am very open-minded. Leave down there in the comments suggestions for future videos, requests for topics you wish me to cover, and be sure to visit my first channel, Michael's Ministries, for all the gospel that you could ever need. Okay? So with that being said, I am Michael, and I would like to wish y'all a great day, great rest of the day. Stay healthy, stay happy, and I'll see you in the next video.